Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're here, final episode of Street Dance Girl Fighter Season 2. We're looking at the first round. Hopefully I'll be able to keep all of them together in one big video. There's a chance they may be separated, but on Patreon they will all be all spliced together, all nice and fun. So I know with the first round, it is the mentors get to dance with their mentees, so I'm excited to see that. And I think I'm going to go off of the order in which they gave in the opening. I think it's 1MILLION, then we'll be doing Hook, then Jam Republic, and then Mannequin. I do know that Jam Republic won, but I do not know the final placements, so I'm going to kind of make my notes, kind of place my guesses, possibly after the, I'll do it per round, I guess, and I'll do my overall, maybe, we'll see. But all that to say, let's go ahead and check them out.
Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf and she's coming, 'cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you say. You tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby. The fire put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. The poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby.
Cute. Yep, so I know for this one we have Harimu and we have Leah Kim. And I kind of knew that based on what I saw from the previous episode. Fun. No, we have seen that it's, when it comes to some of this, I do love that usage of the windmill, really nice. As for the confetti, I do feel like there's some moves that do feel heavily recycled in comparison to what we've seen from them before. Also, I don't know if this is strong enough in terms of a finals performance for a 2-rounder, but I also don't know the turnaround time nor the other performances. It's very cute, it's very fun. I just thought this was really fun. I enjoyed it very much. Different color from them, and I wonder if that was their intention. It's not quite focusing on whether or not we win, I don't know, but just having fun and enjoying spending time with the mentors on stage. And that's really, I enjoy that. Now, it is nice to see, I know on the tail ends we have our 2 mentors. They all blended pretty well, which I really liked. I did notice though that our mentors left for a good portion of it and then came back. So I don't know if it was the turnaround time thing, this, that, or what, but it was really nice to be able to see everybody. I love the bringing it up, and they all had a moment bringing it back down with one of our dancers, molding it through, woo, and then dropping it down. Looky here. Now this was really fun to see with all of them. I think we had like, it does feel like some of them are wearing more sleeves, like cap sleeves, and others are wearing jackets. I don't quite know if that's the case. Maybe just to demonstrate their own personal aesthetic about it, but our mentors of course are wearing black as an accent, which is why I think it's safe to say we only have 2 mentors on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we missing someone? We keep missing people, and I don't know why that is. Just something, what all has happened in this episode? Because we're missing one person, I think, if we're going off of this list, unless the second challenge, or I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. But it's nice to see that formation of them lower to the ground and then seeing my 3 up at the top. And now having everybody new some of the transition in 2 and 3 and 4. Is it simpler? Yes. Is it fun to see them be able to dive into the style? Yeah. You know, normally you would see a group like, I would say Hook. Hook would pursue a style like this, but it's nice to see 1MILLION approach this because they hadn't really done this yet, which could be showcasing their level of versatility, which is something really great you want to showcase on a show like this. And also, you're able to truly just be able to, you know, what's the word? Whenever you get to finals, the performances mean something a little different. Like everybody gears their performances in a different way, right? Because there's no, I mean, the last thing is just winning, right? I mean, of course it'd be great to win a scholarship, but also you're not up for elimination. It's just placement at this point. So I think like everyone's mentality is going into this. It's going to be more, what's the word? goodness, I really feel that there's just more joy encompassing a lot of these performances, or the intention is slightly different. They're not here like, we're going to show you the most complex thing in the entire world. Like that was like a last challenge thing. Here it's we're going to show you what makes us us. And that's really nice to see. And I'm glad that we always have the opportunity to see that as well with our groups. So I love how this moment where they get to go, what'd you say? They kind of play that echo over to the other side. Yep, go away. And then they said, don't go away. Then we have, she drops it down. Nice into one of her tutting iconic bridges. Oh, hold on. I remember talking about her foot placement is still my same. No, I think she needs to be parallel whenever she does this bridge. It's going to be way healthier for her knees about 10 years down the road. She comes up. This is what I say. Yep, so we only have 6 here. That means something happened to our 7th member. Once again, I'm already telling you, I don't know what happens in the episode. I don't know if they're supposed to not have one member in this and then they compete in something different the next round. I have no freaking clue. But that's just interesting. The Jam Republic's not the only one with the casualty on the member side. Love is boom and boom. Are they showcasing levels? I really wish if they showcase levels on that, because they're doing a hinge kind of motion with the chest, that would have allowed a really good opportunity for a level to take place. That would have really helped with that part instead of it keeping it in the unison area. But then having they branch off, I like the add-on that they did with Potted Rays. That was super cool. Dipping it down with that moment. And then they dropped down and then they kept that movement going towards the back. I really liked that. That was cool. And then they created a very interesting level out of that. So that was a really cool moment that we saw. Then they go through. I think one of them kept their arms up a little too long there. Nice, some overhead variants, which is nice, but they're just a little bit off. Rolling Stones. I love that. Yeah, run away, having them have a little hop moment and then a hop moment. That was fun. Instead of just doing pose, they go pose, little explosions. That really helps captivate throughout the part of the set. The little kickball change was nice. And then Leah coming out. Now, it's interesting that I didn't quite see her. It could be a camera thing. Didn't quite see her coming from the back, so I really like that. That was nice to see. And they go, love that. Yeah, clapping through, having their moment. It's just fun, little conga line, kind of not conga line, but like a little Soul Train line. Enjoyable that everybody gets to have their own moment. Woo! A little bit of Vogue. Okay, ma'am, I see you. Digging it through. That move right there, we've already kind of seen from their opening, and we have seen them do it before. Nice power there, and then going right into the windmill. Now, it's very impressive. Notice whenever you do the windmill, it's, at least for this, how I learned it, you do get to see it because she's going a bit slower. You're actually able to see how it's fundamentally supposed to be done. Where, yeah, whenever you go in the back, you have to reset on your elbow into the hip pocket before you reset to keep going. That's how I was that's how I was taught how to do it. It is different depending on who teaches you. But here, this really resonates similarly to how I learned how to do a windmill. Now, was I ever proficient at it? I didn't practice it enough. So that's why I can say I know enough to get through a couple of the drills, but not to where I can truly do one on demand. I'd have to really go back and retrain my body to do it. But it is really fun to see this moment. We don't get to see any really breaking from them, which is nice. I love with the kicks. Yeah, it's just full energy, but notice that they're not really hitting a ton with the unison. They're not hitting a ton of like syncopation within the content. So did that bite him in the butt? Possibly. I mean, I feel like whenever we saw Street Woman Fighter Season 2, the finals, we had Mana Queen. They had a routine that was just, it was for fun. It was definitely on the simpler side, but it looked like they truly enjoyed their time on stage. And that's why for me, it didn't bother me as much, and I really enjoyed watching them. Here in this case, that would extend the same courtesy. I really enjoyed like the simplicity because we're not going up for elimination. This is going to affect their standing, possibly, and once again, I already know Jam Republic wins, and I know it's a mix of global votes, this side or the other, but having the energy here, it's just nice to see them enjoy their time on stage. And now this was nice to see them all go, woo, sliding through. This right here gives something that I would see Hook do for sure. So it's really nice to see the humor and comedic side of 1 million because you don't see that very often. Same from Leah Kim and Hottie Moo. You don't get to see this side very much. And then they all finish and they're like, ooh. I just think that was really cute. very enjoyable to watch. I think this was a fun start from 1MILL. This is a great start to the first round for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was helpful in some way. Like I've mentioned before, I have seen the entire Street Fighter franchise, so I'm very familiar with how the show structures work, with the exception of Be Ambitious, and I have seen the full episodes of both seasons of Street Dance Girl Fighter, so I do understand what roles the mentors have, as well as the mentees, and having discussions with everybody with extra context on the happenings of things. I've always been a really big fan of just watching people grow, work through professional skill sets, but in a safe environment with mentors. My only qualm, though, is whenever mistakes happen, or these young dancers, because remember, all of them are underage except for our mentors. Whenever they make mistakes, I am not a fan of how people can project really negative perspectives onto them and not allowing them areas to grow and actually learn, because this is a learning experience for a lot of them. Some of them have never been in a professional environment with professional turnaround times and the stresses that come with the types of TV shows like this. And so for me, I'm just hopeful that everyone was able to enjoy all of these performances like myself. Of course, there's going to be pros and cons with all of them, but being able to look at it as it's just a TV show, it's not determining of somebody's entire future. Nor is it somebody's value as a performer should not be defined based on one round for a minute and 25 seconds or a minute 50 seconds. So that's something that I am appreciative of whenever I have discussions with people in comments, that at least those that I interact with, a lot of you guys also see what I see in the sense of their kids, and I feel like it's totally okay for them to be extended grace and learn from mistakes, and be able to have these opportunities to grow with mentors in ways that they would have never had the opportunity to if a show like this didn't exist. So once again, I am Jess. If you want to see more of this type of content, I always have it early release like this video on Patreon. So if that's something that interests you, I do K-pop, I do dance content from all over the world, China, Japan, anywhere that has dance. I'm always open to looking at it, especially if it has a street style lens on it and if it's choreography and competition. That's definitely where my scope and my brain go. So it's really nice to see in multiple facets and meet a wide range of people like yourself. So I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.